So here we have this VEVOR cordless concrete vibrator. Now, full disclosure, this was sent to me for free, but the opinions in this video are my own. Alright, so here's what comes in the kit. It comes with two of these 18 volt, 6.6 amp hour batteries. They have a power indicator on the back, and then a little plug to charge them right there. And both of these came almost fully charged. It also comes with a charger cord for those batteries, two wrenches to detach the vibrating rod, this strap you can clip onto the vibrator tool, this 5.5 foot long vibrating rod. It's a little dirty because I already used it. It's just wrapped in this sort of rubber that allows it to be flexible. Then this end is a big metal rod that you're going to stick into the concrete to vibrate it and get all the bubbles out. The other end has this twisty screw piece. That's where you're going to screw onto the gun. And then inside this tube is this sort of flex shaft kind of piece. There's threads on the inside of this, and that's going to thread onto the end of the vibrating gun. This piece is loose and it will fall out, so you got to be careful when you're moving this thing around or attaching it and detaching it from the vibrator gun. Anyway, here's the vibrator gun. Just has this hard plastic shell. Then there's this casing down below that you can open up and stick the battery in, just like that. And this is going to protect that battery from getting wet or getting any concrete or dirt on it. It's just going to keep it nice and clean. Anyway, you can see on this handle there's two holes to attach the strap. That would be really helpful if you're using this for a long time. Over here is the trigger, and then this is a lock, so if you pull it down you can lock it in place, which again really helps if you're using this for an extended period of time. There's two mode settings down here. You can switch between them with this button. One of them's labeled normal and the other is labeled power. I'm not sure why they're labeled like that, because they just seem to be a different speed setting. You can see this one sounds slower and this one sounds faster. Anyway, on the end here is this little screw that rod screws into, and that's what spins and makes it vibrate. To connect it up, all you gotta do is stick that on there and then take this collar and screw it onto the vibrator gun. Just like that. Now that it's nice and tight, it's not going to fall off. And then when you pull the trigger, it'll screw into the rod. It vibrates up to 15,500 vibrations per minute, which ensures that your concrete is uniform and compact. But anyway, let me go show you this thing in action. Alright, so I don't have any projects I'm working on right now where I need to pour some concrete, so I just made this simple wooden box with a sort of plastic window on the front to give you a quick demonstration. So let me go ahead and stick this thing in here and turn it on. This is only on the slower speed, and you can see it really vibrates. It eliminates most of the bubbles and it levels it out. This thing will be really helpful if you're pouring a foundation or wall. Here I'm just messing around with it in the gravel. Anyway, when you're not using it, you're going to want to clean it off, so just get a bucket of water and stick it in there and vibrate it for a few seconds. Gets it perfectly clean and it's super easy. Now to take this apart, you're just going to unscrew this collar here, then take the two wrenches and disconnect the inner flex shaft. And like I said before, you really got to be careful about this, because if you pull that rubber sleeve all the way off while this flex shaft is still connected, the flex shaft is going to get all dirty, which you really don't want to happen. But anyway, this thing seems to work really well and I'm really happy with it. My only concern would be the batteries running out if you're using it for a long time, but I do really appreciate how they include two batteries, because then you can have one charging while you're using the other one. But yeah, overall I'm really happy with this concrete vibrator and I can't wait to use it in an actual build.